Hi all. The current session looks into the construction of pivot table using Pandas. The polished data that we claim to be the final one is way different from the input data, also referred to as raw data. And during this transition, we are bound to use this function by name pivot table. In this case, just before we get into the code, let us try to understand the table that we are having and also three terminologies that I want us to know. This is the data set that is having four columns because first one is index, so I'm not calling it as a feature or a column. And this is the output that we will be getting when applying pivot to it. So just before pivoting this particular table, three things I want us to remember. Number one, this is called as index. So be it this or this. In a table, it is always called as index. Second one, column. So this is a column. This again is a column. Finally, these things that are present here is called as values. Over here also we will be calling as values. So therefore, when it comes to pandas, there are just three things we need to understand. Firstly, index. Secondly, what we want in form of columns. And finally, what are the values. The data that we could see in last table is coming out of this code. We have started the code by importing the pandas library, followed by a data frame that is the name of the variable, and inside we are having four columns, and these are the values with respect to each individual column. When it comes to writing the syntax, it starts by defining the name of the data frame followed by .pivot, and inside parentheses it's all about three important parameters. The first argument is index that comes over here. Second one is columns, that means what we want in form of columns, and ultimately the values, what all values we want to see. And these arguments are capable of handling more than one column as well. We believe to add some value to your existing knowledge. Thank you for watching. Please go through other videos in the playlist.